please, guys, like, comment, subscribe, because you know what? We can't continue doing content if you guys don't do that. And so we have big plans for the channel. Thank you so much for your support to date. But we just want to keep going and rising throughout the season.
We play Friday, 2 days from now. Brentford versus Arsenal. First game of the season. I think it will be a big one because we haven't played Brentford since 1947, and so Brentford, they will be.
That's such a Sky Sports stat. Like the last time these two played. The last time these two played was in 1947.
It is a big thing for them. It will be a big thing.
It is. Yeah.
The new team that always comes up mostly do well on the first day. Like Leeds did well versus Liverpool in the 4-3, so they will do well. I think we win, but I don't think we run away with it possibly. But yeah, like, what are you guys' thoughts on the games?
I actually think the opposite. I do think we run away with it. I think it's a 3-1. What I think is Brentford, how they play is a 4-3-3 with very patient build-up, with very vertical kind of passes in the midfield. They play very similarly to us. It kind of transitions to a 3-4-3 as well. And they look for wide overloads, and they want to release their wingers. It's very, very similar to us. And when we face teams like that, we do well.
We struggle centrally.
Exactly. And so if teams are going to do that, then that's cool. That's actually the perfect opponent for us. And when we have fans, I actually have this thing. I think Oba breaks his duck, and I think that's all he needs.
I think he scores 2 goals.
Yeah, and
I think he bags, but like the thing with Albert, this thing is, how are we gonna? We need to be able to get him in those positions, and I don't like their centre backs. I don't like either of them. I think they're quite slow. I mean, I'm watching them in the playoffs, and their actual centre backs and their goalkeeper I don't really rate as highly. I think they're very good going forward, but they do have that vulnerability centrally in terms of their central defence.
Well, mate, they do the same thing that we do, right? Like they overload. They don't build in a 3 necessarily. Like they do still build in a 4. It's when they transition, they go into a 3-4-3. But they do leave their center backs exposed, and like we do the same. So it's gonna be a very tough one. You know, they have like this. I don't know. Norgard is decent, kind of in their in their pivot, but you know, Josh Da Silva's I think is still injured. You know, Ivan Toney is a menace. He is. Yeah. You know, he's a very good striker. But I'm not worried with Ben White. That's the thing. So. Also, Raya is unconvincing. Like, he's great with the ball at his feet, but at shot stopping, it's not the greatest. So, yeah, no, look, I just think when you have a team fundamentally that comes at us, we do well. That's okay. Yeah. We don't struggle. We don't struggle with that. And I don't think Brentford sit back at all. And they're good on set pieces. So the only thing I will say is kind of, you know, for us, we haven't defended set pieces the great in preseason, but again, that doesn't speak to like our ability in the season. But I will say like Brentford are good on set pieces, but not in the traditional sense. Like they don't have twin towers; they're just very innovative, and so they have like little tricky corner routines and stuff. But similar to us, like they go short, or they do stuff like that, which we've been doing, by the way. So it's actually really, really similar. Like they're a light version of us in how they want to attempt their play, and so. I think that actually bodes well for us. I think that's the perfect thing that we needed on an away day. Like if you asked me, George, you're going to be given an away day. What type of away day? Well, you're going to be given a team that we don't know how they're going to do in the Premier League, but also they play progressive. Great.
It would have been like for me, like the first game probably would have been Brentford or Leeds if I wanted someone because
I wouldn't want Leeds. You know who I would have wanted? Southampton.
Yeah.
Yeah, no goals.
No, but at home, I wouldn't want
and no goals.
I just don't like them away. We've struggled at Southampton away this past decade.
Saka start.
100%.
Yes, because Pepe
and
hasn't
bad,
been that good.
which is bad on us. But like we will. Did you see what happened when he came on?
Yeah.
We changed as a team, and the focus on Smith Rowe really decreases as soon as that guy comes in.
It will be Lokonga. It will be Lokonga.
Lokonga and Xhaka, I think. Doesn't matter, bro.
Do you guys have any? I don't know. Maybe last little thoughts on Brentford, and maybe last.
I think Brentford will do. Are a good team.
They are. Players. Their coach is good too.
There'll be goals in this game.
I think it will be. When I said I don't think we run away with it, what I mean is, I think we score late. rather than
Let's be real. Let's be real. David Raya can barely touch the crossbar, so it's not a case. So he is not. He's quite short. So
no, you know what I see? I see a 1-1 up until like the 75th minute, and then like two quick fire goals. Like we score and then we go again, because Brentford are similar to us, where they actually are like that. Like when they do lose a lead, the floodgates can open. Like that can't happen for them. And so I do see.
How I thought the game would go too. I think 2 or 3-1, depending on if Martinelli comes on.
And I think he is. Like I think he's
what a man as well. Jesus Christ, he's already back in training. He looks ridiculous.
Same as Pedri. Like that Pedri guy needs to stop. But
bro, even Martinelli. The guy was coming off a stop-start campaign, went to the Olympics, and then didn't take a break and started.
This is good. I'm taking this.
Granted, by the way, Martinelli didn't really play, so I actually think he's in the perfect position.
He's still fit. He's proper fit.
He's proper fit. Yeah, so I don't think it's a big issue. And by the way, Gabriel, and look, Curry, maybe we can speak because this is just a little quick medical chat.
Go for it.
But look, if Gabriel, and I haven't seen pictures of us training, and I think that's on purpose, by the way.
Yeah.
He's
I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
Back. He's back.
But Chris, he's not just back; he's fit.
He's fit
because I think it's very purposeful that there's no training. But like when you have like tendinitis and you are returned to play after that, it's not like you need hours and days and weeks to fitness, because it's really just more of a management issue. So what he did going to like Mexico or whatever, it was just rehab. Like it wasn't, oh, I'm waiting on a ligament to heal. I'm waiting on X, Y, and Z. It literally is rest, recuperate, light, flexible stuff, and then you can start running again. So I think he's fit.
George, is it just me, or do you think Partey's back for Chelsea? I think he's back for Chelsea.
I think he's back for Chelsea. Or like we do have to see him in group photos at least once. I just don't know how he is. I always told people 7 to 10 days plus 4 for fitness work, because
this 3 weeks is a bit mad for me.
It's a weird timeline, right?
Yeah.
Because it's really late for a light injury, which is a grade 1, but way too early for a really serious grade 1.
Yeah.
So
it's a weird timeline.
Very weird. If it was a very serious injury, then you typically have this 4 to 6 week timeline, which is like the scary syndesmosis tear, which I don't believe it is, because 3 weeks is way too light for that. But if it's like an ankle sprain in terms of a grade 1, that's 7 to 10, and then that increases with a grade 2.
Yep.
Similarly to like 4 to 6, but again, that's way too early. 3 weeks, like
with no syndesmosis involvement, there should be on towards the 4 week side. It shouldn't be. I mean, it's a weird. I just don't like the grading. I think the grading's weird, and I think the timeline's weird. It just something seems off.
Well, Arteta never is honest with.
No, but this is the website.
Even the website that they're saying 3 weeks, like it doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't. The timeline doesn't make sense. If it's grade 2, then it's 4 to 6. If it's grade 1,
and I saw the boot when he was working out. That means nothing, guys. Like we do that in grade 1s to keep your fitness up. Like it just we want the ankle stable so that you can do something, and we don't want to move it. So you keep it stable in that sense. So
all these questions, guys, because we're nearing the end. We're going to be live on Saturday, probably, as always. Mm-hmm. And I think you should come up with a lot of questions Saturday, because all the teams are back on Saturday.
And we'll have something to discuss.
Thank you for 3 months as well. We've just passed 3 months, and we've passed 450 subs, which is I think pretty cool.
We passed
460 even. See, thank you very much. So I think that the growth has been really cool, and it's been great getting to know you guys. Even if me personally, I've turned into a grumpy old man in the past couple of weeks. But,
also on that side note, he's also a little bit older, so a big happy birthday from us at the panel and everybody.
Thank you very much.
Curran, it's his birthday, so send him his celebratory thing. And I just want to echo what Curran has been saying. Please, guys, like, comment, subscribe, because you know what, we can't continue doing content if you guys don't do that. And so we have big plans for the channel. Thank you so much for your support to date, but we just want to keep going and rising throughout the season, and but thank you for your support.
Yeah, brilliant. All right, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for all the birthday wishes, and the Twitter will get hopefully today.
Next week maybe.
Hopefully. And thank you everyone for the birthday wishes as well. I appreciate every single one of them. thank you very much, Avi. It's been great talking to everyone today. Great seeing so many good faces, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye now.